Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Farmer YouTube channel. We're back on Illusion Ranch, and yep, we got eggs. Why do we have eggs, you might ask? Really good question. Mom had a friend, and Mom's friend can't get into town for a few weeks because she's on the bedridden side of sick. And so, my mom volunteered me to do the open morning egg run here. So, his son dropped off the eggs, and now I gotta load them up in the bed of the truck, strap them, hopefully they don't break, and we will get these back to where they need to be. First, I need to take a look here and see where on earth they go. Where do we take eggs? We want to get the best price for them, obviously, as well, because we're going to get a little bit of it, but we want to make sure that they get the best deal from helping. For us helping them out. Let's see, eggs. Where's my E's? There they are. All right, who's buying eggs? Currently, we're at a decent time for eggs. Let's see here. Sell, bakery, co-op corn. Co-op corn's buying eggs. Why are they buying eggs? Ooh, here we go. Marshall, that's the train. Yeah, we can't do that. That would take too long. We'll take them to the bakery. That'll be good. Go ahead and tag that. We will head on over there. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Illusion Ranch here on Alma, Missouri. We've got some mowing to do today in one of our fields, and we are going to head on off here and get these eggs delivered. So, should be pretty easy, I would hope. But we're going to find out. It looks like they actually smoothed out the gravel road of recent. That's pretty nice. So yeah, the old International this thing is purring quite nicely. We can hit 74 on the back roads here. And so glad we were able to get this finally up and running. That's helping us be able to get this taken care of. We're currently getting close to corn harvest for sure. We haven't quite got there, but once we get there, the financials are going to hit the fan, because I'm for sure going to have to at least find somebody to demo or let me lease a combine, and I'm going to have to do some other work that I'll have to show you a little bit later. And that guy is just going to... Do I have a stop sign? I do not have stop sign. There's no stop sign here. Interesting. Ooh, might pick up some Dunkin' Donuts on the way back. That would be good. Mom always enjoys some good donuts. Goes well with our coffee, that's for sure. Coming up to the... Oh, come on, dude. There you go. People, they don't know how to turn. They gotta take the longest amount possible with the most amount of space to be able to swing in. And they really just don't know how to turn whatsoever. Okay. Bakery right back here, so we deliver them to the back. That works for me. There we go. Eggs have been dropped off. I don't see any moolah populating, which is unfortunate. Oh. Also not sure why I own the bakery. Hold on. Alright, so after a brief haggling, we've got ourselves $890 just for us. Our neighbors get the rest of it for their chickens. But $890 for delivering and dropping off eggs ain't too bad. I would definitely take that. So we got the corn dryer organization right here. I'm going to have to talk to them about that, because I definitely want to try and dry off some corn. Go straight here. And see what we can do with that, because I would definitely like to be able to take care of our corn. You should be able to squeeze through here. That shouldn't be a problem. But we'll have corn, and I would definitely either want to... Oop, fan. We'll want to, Why is there a tree in the middle of the drive? Alright, it doesn't take much to fill up the old truck, luckily, so that's not a problem. Walk on in here, and let's check out some donuts. Ooh, also, an egg sandwich does sound pretty good as well. Look at all these beautiful donuts. Ooh, they got muffins. Alright, let's get a dozen donuts, and I'm definitely going to need an egg sandwich. Alrighty, egg sandwich gotten and a box of donuts. Let's head back onto the ranch here and let's get things taken care of. Also, why whenever we get a update for Alma, Missouri, do trees repopulate? I don't know. That's really annoying. Let's get back to the ranch. Alright, coming back in, you see the corn. It's growing up there quite nicely, so we got plenty of corn to harvest come harvest time, but getting a harvester, that's going to be the big crux that we have to figure out here. It is the problem of the matter is getting a combine. That's going to be fun to work with. Alright, so let's take a look at what of our problems is. So we had the old International, you might remember him. But he broke. I don't think I mentioned this last time, but he broke and busted, and it was going to be way too expensive to work on him. So we got this nice thing, the Rhino trailer, which I can use with my tractor. So I can pull this with a Kubota, so that works really good. But it's definitely going to require some power once it's loaded up with corn. But yeah, so sold my previous trailer, and there was a guy that bought the old International, and that helped me out as well because he needed it for parts. So that worked out good. But yeah, we're a little bit low now on equipment, so kind of a bummer. But anyways, that's how life goes. So we got our horses here in our front field, then we got our main field here, and this is where we need to do our mowing for the day. As you can see, the grass is pretty nice and tall, so we're going to work on that. We got our horses moved up over to here. Ooh, grass already starting to pop up in here. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, got a little bit of grass starting to pop up in here. Yeah, it's growing pretty good. We got a good pH level and good nitrogen, so that's nice. And horses out here, they're going to help us out with a little bit of free fertilizing. Thanks, guys. But yeah, they're out here doing really good. Yep, and they got plenty of food, so that's not an issue for them. So, nice. Alright, so we got that taken care of. And now we've got mowing to do. So that's going to be good. So let me hop on into the tractor here, and we will get our mowing started. Grass, as you can see, pretty tall, so this should go pretty nicely, I would imagine. So we traded out the old K-brand to the Bidnar, and I've really been wanting to try this, especially in that field back there, but that one hasn't grown up yet. But once it does, I am very excited about how that's going to work. Get this thing lowered and start a mowing. And we don't have any grass populating. Oh, there we go. Now we got some grass. See that? Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see here. Make sure we got... Yep, it's working. Alrighty, well, that's weird. I'm not sure why the front area isn't populating any grass for us, but whatever. We will work with what we got here. Yeah, there we go. So see, there's the grass populating. Okay, well, whatever. Weird things. And we got this whole backfield here still growing that we can also mow on as well. But yeah, one thing I definitely like is having just the rear mower to watch and not having to work with the front mower. That is just a whole lot easier to work with here. Just so, yep, yeah, see how that's a lot easier to work with if it's stuck on the fence line. Just so much easier instead of having two mowers to have to work around. Because see, I wouldn't be able to get up to that front there nearly as well if we had the front mower. So that works so much better. So definitely like that. Okay, so I was pretty sure I was going to like using the Bidnar Batwing here, but I'm really sure now. So alrighty. I was getting concerned there though because we weren't getting any grass on that first swath up there, so we'll have to take a look at that, see what we got going on. So what we might have to do is come through and replant grass in this field, which we can do, and probably will now that we know that that's a apparent issue for here, but we will move along as needed. But yeah, luckily we got grass back here, so that's really nice. And it's not too tall because the mower really isn't bogging back there, so that's nice. Ooh, I need to get this thing in for repairs. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to get this, especially before we need to start hauling stuff for corn harvest, I really do need to get this mower into the shop and double check. I think they do have an option where they will give you a rental or a lease one while it's getting worked on and for free. So as long as you're not tearing it up or stuff, they will lease you one, which is really, really nice. So really do enjoy those guys at Bear Creek Outdoor. They are very, very helpful. So talking about content-wise, so we have been a little bit on the slow side on the content, and unfortunately that's simply due to one, summer. Just got really, really busy with work, and unfortunately brain kind of gets pooped with all of that, and then trying to make sure we keep up with content. Plus also been really busy over on the gamer side of content, as well as we got a lot of different motorsport games coming up, and trying to keep up with all of that. Obviously we got like NASCAR 25 coming up, which is going to be pretty neat, and so just all that kind of got in the loop, and so had to work with that stuff to try and catch up with some of that content. But anyways, we will work with what we got as much as we can, and try to get back into a good loop with this. But right now it's going to be like one video a week at the moment, and we'll try and get back into a better groove of things here for you guys. So thanks for continuing to stick around, and really does mean a lot. But yeah, it's weird. So there's just certain spots that are just not actually cutting any grass whatsoever. That is so weird. Yeah, so we'll come through and we'll replant the grass here. That way we can get a good feel for what's going on, nitrogen levels and pH. And we can hopefully get... It doesn't really affect the grass that much. We might get a few liters of grass here and there, but it's just nice to know what the health of the grass is. So that's just kind of a nice thing to be able to have in our arsenal of information. Good stuff to have. Yeah, we just see right here we're not getting any. Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit now. All right, we're getting a little bit. So yeah, it's just certain spots are just not doing it. So like right through here, for whatever reason, this whole area is not doing anything with the grass. So that's kind of weird. But then this area right through here is. So anyways, yeah, we'll work on that. We will get this field redone, so we are ready to go. But I gotta say, I love using this mower. This mower is so much fun to use. So I'm not sure how many grass bale or actually hay bales we're going to have here. That's going to be kind of interesting. We've sold a few, but we're really kind of in the slump season at the moment, so we're not really going to get any good prices. So I sold a few just to see how much we got, and it wasn't that much. So we can sell probably a few more in the future here, but just right now, we're not really doing that much. I don't even remember if we have our bale trader still anymore. I'll have to double check that, because we were using... What were we using with that? Yeah, we were using the International for that, and that thing broke, so I don't think we have that trader. I don't remember what we did with that, if we do. But I think we got rid of that particular one, so that's going to be kind of interesting. Yeah, see, we're not getting any grass through this whole section, which is kind of weird, honestly. Don't know why we... Okay, so now we're getting grass. Alright, well, we will definitely work on that here and try and get this taken care of a little bit more. See if we can ease this mower as far in there as we can. Definitely some hard angles to be able to work with, but it's a lot easier to work with this particular mower than with some of the other ones. You can move that tree there. That one's kind of in the way. Yeah, so see, right through here we're getting grass. You can see that. Then right up... Yeah, so right up here we don't get any grass. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah, we will definitely work on that. That is weird. Love that mower. That is such a good mower. It is just insane there. Love it. So really, really good mower. Like that. We got this whole other field back there in the back that we need to go do, so we might go ahead and take a look at that. Squeeze through. There we go. Ooh, picking up some major gravel dust. But yeah, so right back here, if we can get this leveled out, we would have to work on drainage though, because we don't want it backfeeding into our cornfield, which is right back there, as you can see. But I mean, we got a good splotch right there if we take out all those trees. And it wouldn't hurt removing more of the trees anyways, because that does help with corn harvest and whatnot. Yeah, see, we got a lot of grass back here as well. We might as well just go ahead and get this lowered and start mowing. I didn't really think that through very well, but yeah, we can go ahead and get this whole back lot started mowing. So I gotta remember where our kind of our line is, but yeah, you can see what we got going on. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. We got our grass yield monitor here, and you can kind of see what we're gonna get. Definitely in the yellow, which I appreciate. Yeah, so here we go. This is about where our line ends, right about here. Yep, this is our line. So the rest of that's neighbors, so we don't want to get into their land too much there. So we'll get this chopped up along the edges here. Yep, that's the neighbors. So that's not our property or our field. But yeah, this field here of grass that we've got, it goes way back here. Yeah, see, so through this section right here, we're not getting any grass either, which is really, really weird. I did not understand that there. So, anyways, something to keep an eye on. But yeah, we go way, 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 way out here, as far as you can see with this grass field. So we can come out pretty far. We might look at potentially making one of this. Oh, look at the yield. Oh, wow. With how good that hold on. I need to see, what is this field? Nitrogen looks good. Could use a little bit more pH. I might need to plant corn out here next year. So I might need to cut this field in half and do some corn here on the back half. I think, because look at how well this is yielding back here. Good night. Alright, so we got grass back here, which is really, really good. Yeah, I think we're gonna, next year, we are gonna work on replanting this for corn. Because I'm really liking the yield numbers back through here. That looked really, really good. Yeah, so this back here is ours. And then it ends. You can see, it looks like he already came through and he did his wheat harvest. Looks like he missed some on the sides. Well, I can't help him with that. Okay, not so great back here along this edge. Ooh, getting better, getting better. Yeah, so there's like some really good soil out here. Okay, so note to self. We will definitely be working on some corn further back here, because that is some good looking harvesting stuff there. So I'll need to cut this field in half somewhere, have grass a little bit closer so it's easier to get to, but then the rest of this, I definitely think we're going to try and make this more of a cornfield further back. So yeah, we'll see how this yields here, and then once we're done with that, we will definitely look at mapping that out. That is good looking soil there. I'm liking what I'm seeing with the monitor there. That looks really, really good. Alrighty, so we might have just discovered something that'll be super helpful for us later on. Right now we're going to get some good grass out of it, and we will definitely look into that a little bit later. Well, anyways, guys, talking about all of our different stuff we got going on, we got a lot of different things that we're going to have to keep working on here, but I gotta say, I think we might have found a new cornfield to work on for next year, so that's pretty nice. So anyways, we're going to keep on mowing. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Maybe it's a little bit shorter than normal, but I got a lot of corn, a lot of grass to cut here. Not corn, good night. But a lot of grass to cut, and then we got to do all of the wonderful windrowing, raking, and baling. But I think we'll have a pretty good corn. Keep saying corn. I think we'll have a pretty good grass harvest here for sure. I might go ahead and cut this in half here at some point anyways, just to work this out a little bit better. But yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this field. The yield looks really, really good. So anyways, that is it for us, guys. We got grass to mow here once again. But yeah, there's definitely things that we need to upgrade on the ranch here, and I think corn dryer. That's going to be one of them. And now that I'm looking at it, we might just have ourselves a new cornfield for next year. So, anyways, that's it for us here on the Illusion Ranch. Hopefully you enjoyed. I got mowing to do, and I got to get into a good groove of going back and forth here in a second. So, anyways, we'll see you guys here next time on the Combustion Farmer. Hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah, I got to get turned around here and do some back and forth, so we're going to be here all day. Just to cover what we ended up doing, we had to work on planting the grass around the stable, and that was an interesting task all by itself. But then also we had a whole field back there, which we had just taken care of, mowed, baled up and everything, got over like 44 bales or something like that from that. And so it was like the yield was really, really good. So what we ended up doing was having a seed company come out, and they had a hybrid for soybeans. And so we ended up grabbing that, getting that all taken care of. Had a friend come over with fertilizer, get the field fertilized for us as well. But in theory, the soybeans, nice and planted, already growing, should be ready to harvest here very soon. So that's just a quick update on what we did afterwards. Lots of work.